Imagine a prince just 15 years old, his whole life ahead of him, suddenly frozen in time after a horrific accident. For 20 long years, he lay trapped between life and death, becoming known as Saudi Arabia's sleeping prince, while his father fought tirelessly to keep hope alive. This is the heartbreaking story of Prince Al-Waleed bin Khaled bin Talal, whose tragic journey has finally come to an end. The world mourns as Saudi Arabia's sleeping prince takes his final breath. Prince Al-Waleed bin Khaled bin Talal, who spent 2 decades in a coma after a devastating car accident in 2005, has passed away at age 36. The tragedy began when the 15-year-old prince, full of promise and studying at a military college in London, suffered severe brain injuries in the crash. His father, Prince Khaled bin Talal Al Saud, a prominent royal and nephew of billionaire Prince Al-Waleed bin Talal, made the fateful decision to keep his son on life support, moving him to a specialized medical facility in Riyadh, where he would remain for the next 20 years. On Saturday, July 19th, the grieving father announced his son's passing in a heartbreaking post on X. With hearts believing in Allah's will and decree, and with deep sorrow and sadness, we mourn our beloved son, Prince Al-Waleed bin Khaled bin Talal bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. May Allah have mercy on him, who passed away today. This is a story of a father's undying love, a family's unwavering faith, and a young life suspended in time. A story that will leave you questioning the boundaries of hope and the cruel hand of fate. If this tragic tale moves you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Stay with us as we unravel the full, emotional journey of the sleeping prince. Born into unimaginable wealth and power, Prince Al-Waleed's future seemed destined to shine as brightly as the desert sun. Groomed for greatness, he was expected to follow in the footsteps of his father and ancestors, to uphold the family's legacy of influence and tradition. From a young age, Al-Waleed showed the makings of a dutiful royal son, disciplined, ambitious, and keenly aware of the heavy crown of responsibility he was destined to wear. He dreamed of serving his country through the military, a path both noble and dangerous, but one that he embraced with youthful pride. The crash that changed everything. The rain fell heavily on London streets that fateful night in November 2005. 15-year-old Prince Al-Waleed bin Khaled bin Talal, the bright-eyed military cadet known affectionately as Didi to his family, was returning to his dormitory after weekend leave. The black sedan hydroplaned on the slick pavement near Knightsbridge, spinning violently before slamming into a concrete barrier. Eyewitnesses would later tell investigators how the young prince's head struck the window with terrifying force. Though his 2 classmates emerged with minor injuries, Al-Waleed suffered catastrophic brain trauma, multiple hemorrhages that would plunge him into a darkness from which he would never emerge. A father's impossible choice. When Prince Khaled bin Talal received the call at his Riyadh palace, the billionaire royal immediately chartered a medical jet to London. For 72 agonizing hours, specialists fought to stabilize the teenager before he could be transported home. The doctors told us there was less than 3% brain activity, Prince Khaled revealed in a rare 2010 interview. But when I held his hand, I felt his fingers twitch. That's when I knew my son was still with us. Against medical advice, the prince moved his son to King Abdulaziz Medical City, transforming a private wing into a state-of-the-art care facility. He installed Quranic verse calligraphy on the walls, imported German monitoring systems, and hired a 24/7 team of neurologists from Switzerland and the United States. Year after year, the sleeping prince became a national symbol of faith and perseverance. During Ramadan, volunteers would line up to donate blood for the young prince. His hospital room became a pilgrimage site, with ordinary Saudis leaving handwritten prayers at the door. In 2019, a viral video showed Al-Waleed's left index finger moving slightly when his mother played his favorite childhood lullaby. The moment sparked wild celebrations across social media, with Miracle for Deed trending for weeks. But the hope was short-lived. Those small movements were just reflexes, confessed Dr. Elias Najjar, the prince's longtime neurologist, in 2023. After 15 years in a vegetative state, the cerebral cortex had essentially liquefied. By early 2025, the prince's body began failing. His kidneys shut down first, requiring daily dialysis. Then his lungs started collapsing, forcing doctors to increase ventilator settings to agonizing levels. On July 17th, Prince Khaled made the decision no father should ever face. He gathered the family, including his brother, billionaire Prince Waleed bin Talal, and instructed doctors to remove life support. For 32 final hours, the prince's mother cradled his head, whispering stories of his childhood, while his brothers took turns massaging his atrophied limbs. At 4:22 a.m. on July 19th, with the first light of dawn filtering through the hospital blinds, the cardiac monitor flatlined. The funeral at Imam Turki bin Abdullah Mosque saw unprecedented crowds. King Salman himself attended, placing a hand on the simple white shroud covering the prince's body, a rare honor for someone so young. Social media erupted with tributes. Saudi football star Cristiano Ronaldo posted, "Today heaven gains an angel, R.I.P. Prince." The Dubai fountain displayed a water show synchronized to a recording of the prince's favorite poem. But the most poignant moment came when Prince Khaled shared one final photo on X, his own wrinkled hand clasping his son's youthful one, their matching royal signet rings glinting in the sunlight. The caption simply read, "At last you are free." And so ends the tragic tale of the sleeping prince, a story of unimaginable loss, but also of love that refused to surrender. As the desert winds carry his soul to paradise, we're left wondering, was it mercy that kept him with us for 20 years, or mercy that finally let him go? If this story touched your heart, light a candle in the comments for Prince Waleed. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more powerful real-life stories. This is Zainab Sabir signing off. May we all cherish our loved ones while we can. R.I.P. Prince Waleed bin Khaled bin Talal, 1990-2025. Verily we belong to Allah, and verily to Him we shall return. But in a single cruel twist of fate, on a rainy road far from home, that brilliant future vanished. A horrific car crash in London when he was just 15 left him with catastrophic brain injuries. In a blink, the vibrant young prince became something the world would later call a medical mystery, neither fully alive nor fully gone. He lay suspended between two worlds, tethered to life by machines, love, and prayers, while his family's hope stretched across decades. As years turned into decades, the prince became a ghost of the living, confined to a hospital room while the world outside moved on. His father, Prince Khaled bin Talal, fought against medical advice, against public scrutiny, and perhaps even against nature itself to keep his son breathing. Every finger twitch, every slight movement of his eyelids was treated as a divine sign that hope must never die. The hospital room became a shrine of faith, filled with silent tears and whispered prayers, surrounded by the flickering lights of machines that replaced the natural rhythms of life. Over time, Prince Waleed's story transformed into something larger than one boy's tragedy. He became a symbol of unwavering devotion in the Arab world, where tradition and faith often weigh more heavily than medical science. His father's refusal to let go sparked debates in hospitals, in mosques, and on social media. Some called it blind hope. Others saw it as a sacred testament to a father's unbreakable bond with his child. There were moments, rare and precious, that reignited this fragile hope. A slight movement of the prince's fingers in 2019. A fluttering eyelid in response to a familiar voice. Videos shared online captured these tiny miracles, sending waves of emotion across a world that had been watching, waiting, praying alongside his family. His hospital room became a pilgrimage site for royals, celebrities, and commoners alike, all drawn by the quiet endurance of a prince locked in eternal sleep. But faith, like all things, is bound by time. On July 19th, 2025, after 20 years of suspended existence, Prince Waleed's body surrendered where his spirit had long been trapped. He passed away at the age of 36 in a sterile room surrounded by machines, family, and centuries of royal expectation. His passing was announced in a mournful statement by his father, a father who had refused to give up, even as the world whispered that he should. His funeral, held in Riyadh, was both a public affair and a private heartbreak. Dignitaries from across the globe sent their condolences. Religious leaders spoke of patience, perseverance, and the mysteries of divine will. Social media erupted in mourning, hashtags trending once again. #Sleeping Prince, Waleed, never forgotten. For millions who had followed his story for years, his death reopened wounds long buried, stirred questions of faith and fate anew. Yet this is not merely a story of a prince who slept for 20 years. This is the story of a father's refusal to let go, a mother's unseen grief, and a nation's complicated relationship with mortality and modern medicine. Tonight, we unravel the full tale of Saudi Arabia's sleeping prince. From the gilded corridors of Riyadh's palaces to the silent, clinical world of hospital machines. Stay with us. The story of Prince Al-Waleed bin Khalid bin Talal is not just a tragedy confined to a hospital bed. It's a parable of how even the most powerful are powerless before fate. It reminds us how love can become both salvation and a prison, and how hope can sometimes become a burden too heavy to bear. His 20 years of sleep speak to the timeless battle between faith and science, between letting go and holding on. Thank you for watching this story with us. If it touched your heart, if it made you think, then please subscribe to Mr. Darkman TV. Share this video so others can remember the boy who became a prince of dreams and whose story may help others find peace in their own losses. Until next time, I'm your host, Zainab Sabir. Stay curious, stay human.